Yo boys, what is going on, and welcome back to the channel once again today, where we are going to be playing with one of the fastest, one of the most insane Logbait decks there is, boys. We're going to be outcycling everyone, and this deck is going to be absolutely incredible. So this is like a 2.5 elixir Logbait deck that is just has so much spam potential. You know, we have our Dark Goblin, we have our Goblin Barrel, we have our Wall Breakers, we have our Princess, we have so much variety of cards that we can go in for just to make the game as hard as we can for our opponents, and that's what we're going to be doing today, boys. So, we're off to a pretty good start. You know, we get a good little bit of damage up that right side. Pretty nice, we can't complain with that. Bit unlucky that we played our Valkyrie, but bit out of position, but obviously how could we know he had pigs? So we're going to go in for the barrel up the right here. He's going to take a damage lead, but I think that's actually not that bad. I think we'll take this right tower right here, right now. I think he's kind of overcommitted too much on the left, and that's going to be that right tower gone without a problem at all. This got so easy for us. He's only took half our tower, so we're in a pretty nice position, boys. So let's just keep going into this. Our princess is going to be in the king tower. We can just let that do its thing. We don't need to worry too much about that. And I'm actually just going to go for the Valkyrie here in the center. We'll go for it quite high so we can kite over on from the right side as well. Valkyrie might not do as much as I kind of thought she was going to do there. Wow, I don't know why I expected the Valkyrie to hit everything and just do some damage, but it just kind of flopped a little bit, but we'll just pretend that she didn't, and that she did everything we wanted her to, because that's the kind thing to do in these games, boys. We can't let the Valkyrie know that she's upset us already. So let's go for the princess to the back left here. We can probably expect some piggies to come in. If he does go for the pigs, we'll go for the Evo Valk. Now we are using the Evo Valk and the Evo Goblin Barrel today. You'll notice we do have the Wall Breakers in here. Obviously, that's a perfectly viable option. You can sub in if that's something you'd rather. I just kind of think that the Valkyrie Evo in here will add that little bit of extra defense against cards like Pigs, like Hog Rider, like Golems, like anything like that, you know. A lot of cards in the game are that kind of counter the counter Logbait. Oh, I might put that at the bridge. Not that high, but I'm sure it's okay. We might even connect. He's going to go in for his Goblin Cage. A pretty bad Goblin Cage from him, to be honest. And one thing that is kind of bad right now is having the Goblin Barrel Evo. Obviously, I'm going to put the goblins up the right side, so it's not even like he really needs to guess. The dummies are just going to land the right side, do absolutely nothing. But I mean, that's half the fun of it, I guess. So we'll go for the princess here, and then we're going to go for the log, which is going to go into the piggies. We get the goblins going in, throw in the Valkyrie. We're just throwing in everything. Doesn't really matter. We have such a fast cycle. We can get through our cards so fast. And we're going to put that to use here. Going in for another Goblin Barrel. We have our Wall Breakers in hand if I want to. Two princesses down. And look at our Goblin Barrel doing some work in that left side. And that's going to be a real easy win for game number 1, boys. Let's hop straight into game number 2. And yes, guys, we are back for game number 2 after a nice and dominant win for game number 1. And we're hopefully going to keep the energy going, and we're going to get another win. Now, first play, you know, we're going to split the Wall Breakers in the middle. It's always really going to be a nice play to make first play, and 9 times out of 10 you'll pull out a positive elixir trade, and even sometimes there we pull out a positive elixir trade and we get some damage up the left side. Now we give away our positive trade early on, but that's okay. You know, we should get a good bit of damage done on both sides here if this guy doesn't react quick enough. So I am more than happy to give that away there, and my Dark Goblin's going to do some good work here. We'll go for the princess in early just to try and get that down a little bit, and this isn't going to be ideal for us at all, but it's the cards we're dealt. We have to see what we can do about it, and we're going to take quite a bit of damage, which isn't going to be ideal at all, but hopefully we can kind of do something here. It's not going to be too consequential for us coming into the later game. So let's let's split in the center again. I think we do need to realistically prep for a 2-tower game here. So I think it's going to be best for us to kind of split our elixir and just go up both sides. And he's going to let that go up the left. I know obviously he didn't mean to, but he's going to do it. And that's going to work out quite nicely for us. Now I go for the Valk here in the center. Hopefully pull the shots of the Wizard, and it's not going to. So we're going to go for the Ice Spirit here. Not ideal at all. Can't believe that didn't pull that. Now let's go for our Goblin Bar here up to the left. We have the tank coming in from the Valkyrie, so that's going to be kind of clutch for us. We'll go for the Goblins here, and we're going to get quite a lot of damage on that left tower. Really even up the game, in fact taking well advantage of the game, so I'm happy with that. Now we'll go for the princess here in the center, and I would really like to have my Valkyrie in hand here, but I just don't. So that's not perfect for us, but we actually managed to clean that pretty nicely. The princess walked away just the right time. The Goblin Demolisher really died at the perfect timing for us. Now let's just go for the Evo Valkyrie here, and this should hopefully stop this. And no, it actually won't. I'm not really used to that interaction. I never play I never really play Evo Valk or Ram Rider, so it's not something I've ever really had to see before. But if that Valk could take tower as well, well, it's not going to take tower, but it's going to activate King Tower for him. And we don't really have anything in hand for this, which isn't ideal at all. Let's go for the Valkyrie here over on the left side. And I'm going to lose my tower. It's a little bit slow going in for the Valkyrie, which isn't ideal. Oh, we do manage to hold on to our tower for now, so that's quite nice. He's going to have to commit a little bit more to that tower, which is always going to be a nice thing for us. You know, it's going to be really good. Come the late game, whenever he has to commit a little bit of elixir up that side, and we will do what we can to keep that up. So let's go for the Valkyrie here in the centre to kite that ghost. We'll go for the Princess down low, and he still has to go in for damage up this left side, which he hasn't got yet, and we are in very, very nice position going into this late game. He has to invest his his zap. Now we're going to go for Evo Valkyrie here in the centre, tank for the Goblin Barrel. Goblin Barrel's going to get onto the tower, 1 hit, 2 hit, and that should be game over, boys. Nice, let's hop straight into the third game. And yes guys, we are back for the third and final game, and we are really putting in some work with this deck, and hopefully we can keep it going. Now, one thing that might kind of hinder us a little bit in going into this third game is the fact this guy does have the Dagger Duchess. Now, this deck does struggle a little bit more against Dagger Duchess. You know, Dagger Duchess is pretty good against the Goblin Barrel. It's pretty good against Wall Breakers. So, our life's going to be a little bit harder, but I'm sure we can still pull through the win. And Bowler is definitely not a card that we want to see, but I'm sure we can still do some work here, boys, against this deck. I ain't worried just yet. That's for like another minute down the line whenever I have no damage done and this guy's destroying me. Then we get worried. But for now, we're good. So we'll take it easy for now. And we're just going for the Ice Spear, just kind of reset that and keep it up, keep it at the bridge a little bit longer, and make sure it's not doing real big damage to us. We're going to go for the Goblins here. I'd like to keep this Dark Goblin alive if I could. That'd be really, really nice. He's going to overcommit big time up this left side, going in for the Wizard. We're going to punish that by going Princess at the bridge left side. He's going to go in for his for a really bad tornado, so we're just going to go Valk and Goblin Barrel, get really aggressive up this right lane and see if we can just... he has elixir. I don't know why. I just did not expect him to have that kind of elixir in his back pocket, but he did, and fair play. I just miscounted completely. So we do manage to get a little bit of damage off our Valkyrie. Manages to put in some work, so we're happy enough with that, but we could definitely be doing better here. So let's go for a Dark Goblin nice and early. Then we're going to go for Surround with the Goblins here. Will that hit tower? It does, which is kind of annoying. Feels a bit undeserved, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So let's go for the Ice Spirit here, and I'm actually have to go for the Evo Valk, I think. Oh, that's really, really bad from me. Oh no. Please, please, please unfreeze right now. We're going to go in for the Dark Goblin as well. I can't take all that damage, and it's going to be doing a bit too much. Quite a bad play for me, if I'm being honest, but we move forward and we keep going. Hopefully we can redeem ourselves going into this later game. Now, what we want to do here is actually, we have our Evo Barrel in hand, so we can really get some Julian pressure going here. So we're going to split Wall Breaks in the back, going to go for the Goblins in the middle, go for the Princess up to the left, Valk on the right, and then we're actually going to go in for the Evo Barrel here nice and early, and let's see what we can do about this. So we'll go for the Ice Spirit here. We get some nice damage up that right lane. I'm very, very happy about that. Go in for our Dark Goblin, which will clean that up before we take any big damage. Princess here in the centre, and we don't... Oh, I'm actually going to go Valky has freeze. We can't be playing no games with that. I nearly let that, you know, it would have went, but then he just frees my tower and I lose the game right there. So luckily we did decide to do something about that. Now this is bad. We're going to take a lot of damage here, I think. We go in for that probably a bit too soon, but hopefully we can keep alive for now. We just need to defend this, and we should be able to win this game. If we just keep this defense going, we go for the Princess here right at the bridge as soon as the Boulder dies. Go for the Barrel right about now, and if I played this correctly, surely we just win here. No, my Barrel's not going to get enough damage done. Oh yeah, the Valk on the right side, he's just completely ignored. He doesn't realize it's there, and that's going to be game over for game number 3, boys. Let's go. And yes guys, this is a deck that we did run for today's video, and as you see, it does some serious damage. We put in some serious work with this deck, and even that third game where we were playing against a bit of a harder deck for this to go up against, we really took control. You know, we could have took either side at the very end there. I think he just couldn't keep up with the Julian pressure, and that's one thing, you know, between the Wall Breakers, the Evo Gobby Barrel, your Dark Goblin, your Princess, you can really apply Julian pressure, which is such a strength of this deck. And if you did enjoy today's video, boys, do be sure to hit that like and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all tomorrow for a brand new video. And if there's any cards you guys would like to see me play, do be sure to let me know, and I will make a video on it as soon as possible. And yeah guys, I will see you all tomorrow, and peace out.